Welcome to Friday night. Friday night where I want to sit on my nice couch and talk to you about my life and why I've been detached and why I haven't been writing, and just give you the reasons and fill you in and get back into the swing of this, because I miss doing it. I really was enjoying doing it, and I want to keep sharing with you in some ways, so I feel like this is going to be a good way to do it again. The last time I did one of these videos, it was almost a year ago. It was November. It was just after, actually just before Thanksgiving. I was excited, things happened that stopped me from doing it, and you all know that I moved, you all know that that house was in foreclosure, you all know that it was a really stressful time. So when I got to this place, it became sort of like a life that I never got to experience my entire time living in New York. I'm just going to take you through why I've been absent, and the things that have happened here that I'm enjoying, but also in turn have kept me from being around for everyone else. So let's just start. This is the first time that I'm living with a friend, and when you I lived with friends in college, and it's totally different then, because you go to classes together and then you come home and it's okay to spend your entire night on your own because you're doing work. You go to classes and then you have work to do and you do it, and yeah, you socialize, but it's totally okay to carve out all that me time for yourself. And in my case, the carving out of the me time was avoiding writing a senior project. So of course I was on the internet all the time. It was much better than writing 30 pages of something. Here, experiencing living with a friend is actually really rewarding and wonderful, but it means that you spend more of your time socializing and watching TV and cooking, and that's actually another thing. I finally have a house where I can use the kitchen. The first place I lived in, the kitchen was disgusting. I didn't want to be in it at all. And the second place I lived in, the oven didn't work. I had stovetop access, but the oven never worked. It was a gas leak. It was just bad. And I didn't really love the housemates that I had in that house. So any event of cooking meant I had to be roped into conversation, and I would get really anxious, and it just wasn't a pleasant cooking time. So now here, I have this amazing kitchen, and I'm going to give you a tour of this house when I finish rambling, because I realize I haven't shown anyone the house. But I have this amazing kitchen that I finally get to use, and it's mine. It's a safe space, and I love cooking, and I get to use it. So my routine has become, you go to work, you come home, and it's not like college where you have things to do after you do the work and then do more work. It's I went to work and now I'm home and my life is my own. And that in turn means I'll come home and I want to spend time with Pav and I want to watch Netflix. Or I'll cook him dinner, and I know I don't have to cook for him. But sharing experiences and bonding to me is cooking food. It doesn't matter who you are, if you're in my house, I want to cook you food. So I just get really excited when I get to cook him a dinner, and that means that while we're eating, we're gonna watch a show. And then the show is gonna end because we just binge watch things, and then we go to sleep and we just repeat the pattern. It feels rude to me to isolate when we're watching a show and be oh yeah, I've seen this episode, so I'm just gonna talk to my friends online. It just feels rude because there's a person right there that I'm trying to engage with. In turn, he's the only other person I know in my reality that I met without an internet. I didn't meet him online, I met him face to face at Apple when we worked together and we became friends. But he has online friends too. I've never met anyone in my reality that has a group of friends that he's never met, but they have known each other for years. And that's what you guys are to me. So we both have been struggling at figuring out how we break the routine that brings us comfort, because we both have anxiety and we both thrive on routine. How do we make two routines where I come home and we make dinner and then we watch a show, and then also we both have nights where we're on the internet. And then for him it's okay because all of his friends are American, but mine are all over the place and with time zones. Even if I'm having me time, I'm kind of alone having me time. And then I get lonely, but also like after 2 days of that pattern, then I get really excited and I like being alone. And it's been such a struggle for me to figure out how to have like time for myself, time for my friends, time with Pav, in a house that I love and like am not hiding from. I got into writing when I was avoiding writing my senior project. It was a different method of escape, and I was able to express my creativity. And then like, you know, it became like when I left college, I was home in upstate and I had no friends, and so like all my friends were online, and I lived in London and I had all those friends, and like, you know, I was better at it in London, but I had more free time. And now that I have work and I have like, you know, 5 hours to devote to myself, but all in those 5 hours, the people I would be talking to are asleep, it just becomes like a struggle. And it's no one's fault, it just is life. So it's just a struggle that I've been trying to cope with. And the other problem for me is that like my writer's block happens when I get really, really social. Like I'm not, you know, consuming things or thinking in my own imagination, I'm just dealing in life. So that means my creative process stops, and then after 3 days of being on my own, my creative juices start flowing again, but at that point, now I'm going to be spending more time with people again. So like, it's just a thing that I have to figure out, and I'm still working on it. But this whole thing of recording something and editing it and like showing you my life, it was so much fun, and I want to do it again. So that's where I've been, in a nutshell, loving my house, working at my job, which, by the way, in June I got promoted, so I'm now like the assistant manager of my department, which is amazing considering in November it will only be 2 years. Mind-boggling. I still love my job. I love my job so much that I can't even comprehend that what I do is a real thing. Like, I'm the 1%, basically. I want to be with the company forever. Speaking of work, I'm going to London in 2 weeks, and I get to go visit the London office because the head of the office loves me and is so excited. And it, like, I sent him an email to be like, can I go visit the London office for a day? I just want to see what it looks like, and I just want to meet the team that, you know, I email every single day, but I don't know what they look like. And he was just so excited about it that I have a feeling, because the way he's been talking about me coming, it's gone from like, can I spend 2 hours in the office, to I'm going to be there all day, and then we're going to go out for drinks, and then after we've had drinks we're going to go for more drinks, and then it's going to be 5 in the morning and you're doing karaoke and you have to be at work in 3 hours. Like, that's where I feel like this is going. So I'm also like laughing about it, but I want to work in the London office soon in my life, so I'm just really happy that he feels as excited to show me the office that hopefully will be my future office. So that's exciting. That's in a week, and I literally can't wait. It's just been getting me through my life. I'm going to be there for Halloween, which is like the time. It is my time. I actualize into my final form like a Pokemon every year for Halloween, and it's going to be amazing. And then I have tickets for Glastonbury for 2017, which like, the amount of panic that went into acquiring those tickets is unprecedented, but that's happening. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in London in 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be going again in June. Most of that's going to be camping at the festival, but I have enough time off that I can like book to be there for weekends, and then like I'll spend like 2 days in Colchester, and then I'll have 3 days to be in London with some friends. And then after that, Pav and my friend Grace from college want to go to London, so I think we're going to be in London again for New Year's Eve from 2017 going into 2018. So now I have these trips to like look forward to, and it's the most exciting thing for me, because I usually go, you know, I'll go like once a year. Lately I've been trying to go like twice a year. Now it's seeming like it's going to be every 6 months. I don't know, but I need that to feel safe. It makes me feel really good. I get homesick for it really quickly, so I'm just really excited about it. Thank you for listening to my rambles. I'm so sorry I've been distant. I'm sorry if I've drifted away from the group because of other things happening in life. And like, I don't think anyone's holding it against me. I don't think anyone even really cares, because we're all going through shit. Like, that's life. It hurts me because you guys are like really important to me. And I don't want to lose that sense of community that I spent so long forging and developing. I feel like I'm never around enough for anyone to know that I'm still there and I think about everyone. And all you have to do is just, like, if you need anything, just tell me. Even if I'm at work, if you just say, hey, can we talk? I will. Like, please, just, you know, come into my life again. So the moral of this like 15-minute ramble is I'm gonna be filming stuff again. I don't do much in my life, so you're gonna be bored with me. It kind of feels like this might be torture for you guys to, like, there's not much to show, but I'll show you my nothing so we can live our nothing together. This is a fun way for me to be creative without having to like write again, and maybe eventually it's gonna start writing. Like, it'll form into words to go onto paper. This is paper. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I'm gonna show you my house. I have boxes all around me because originally I was gonna be like breaking down boxes from packages we got for things for the house that need to be recycled, but that got so noisy and now I'm just surrounded by boxes. So I'm gonna take care of those, I'm gonna clean up a little bit, I'm gonna tidy, and then you're gonna finally see the house. I won't be showing you Pav's room, like either of the bedrooms, because Pav's not here and that feels really intrusive to just go into his room without his permission. And I won't be showing you my room because it's a flippin' disaster. I went from having 2 enormous closets to having 1 terribly small closet. So my clothes are everywhere and I don't want to subject anyone to that mess. I don't want to subject anyone to the mess. So you'll just be seeing like the bathroom, the living room, and the kitchen, which, you know, only 3 rooms, but fuck, they're big and they're mine, so you're gonna love them. And I decorated, so I need you to appreciate the obscene amount of candles that live in my house, because I'm a basic white girl, but at least my house smells like cappuccinos, so.
Alright everybody, when you walk in from the door, the first thing you see is Anthony playing with a camera. Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Cool. So what you see actually is the living room. And you see the records over here, the turntable, the TV, a bunch of candles, the couch. This is incredibly bright, so let me just take this down a notch. The couches, more couches, this back window over here. Let's come back down, thank you. And then we're gonna come over to the dining room. We currently have our spoopy candle. Spoopy candles. Look at him. It's like my Edgar Allan Poe heart. I love him. Hi, baby. Yes, we've got this like marble dining table and all that good stuff. And then we come over to the kitchen, which is my home. And we've also got Florence and the Machine set list signed by Flo. And the date of the event here, Irving Plaza. Yes. Okay, come back out. We've got my stove that I love. My gas stainless steel stove. Counter which features food, onions, coffee, more coffee, cutting boards, garlic, more coffee. Just like so much coffee, it's almost embarrassing. A sink filled to the brim with dishes, and then clean dishes. And then when you come, oh, look at all of the tea. Like so on brand. And baking. And these like really adorable measuring cups that my mom got me the other day. They're just so cute. I love them. They're part of this 18-piece baking set, and it's all ceramic. And then we have a view of the park. This is the view of Pelham Bay Park. It's the largest park in New York City. So that's the view from my kitchen window. And then we come out over here. We have our kitchen cart, which is filled with food because we eat. And then some trash. And then Mal's little section of food. Yay. You come over here and we have a refrigerator with like adventures and stuff and things. So that's Pav in my parka. And then this is a view of Albany, which looks kind of like Europe almost in a way. And then this is also Albany, and then this is my friend Jess's wedding invitation. It was actually a magnet. It was a save the date. And then this was us at Jess's wedding. Being goobers. Why won't you focus? Goobers. So we come back out. And then here's our electric fireplace. You can see kind of my room in a bit. So this is the electric fireplace. It's not turned on, but it's also a bookcase. And then this is our TV, which is currently showing pictures. And then our turntable. I also forgot to show you like the sheer embarrassing amount of candles that we have happening here. Like almost at every turn, there are just exorbitant amount of candles. Pretzels, Twizzlers. But yeah, so this is the living room. Mal's little scratching post. This is a Pussifer poster. Pussifer, yeah boy. And if you come over here, IMAX. Signed by Chris. Oh, babe. And then our nice little bathroom. Look at our nice bathroom, it's so white. And that is where I live. I'll show you me.